Hello beautiful creatures, welcome back to Of Crafts and Curios. I have been down and out with COVID for the first time this past week and a half, so I'm so sorry if my voice sounds a little funny, but I really wanted to finally get this video up as I really wanted to do a Christmas giveaway to celebrate you guys and thank you for all your love and support this year. As for the concept of this video, I really wanted to make doll head Christmas ornaments this year, as I have a lot of spare doll heads lying around in my bits and bobs box from when I've been using different bodies and swapping heads and things like that. So I'm going to be taking a bunch of doll heads and creating doll head ornaments inspired by the Christmas classics. And if you watch to the end, you can learn how you could win your choice of this doll ornament and a bunch of goodies from my Etsy store. The idea is to do a nutcracker, a wreath, a candy cane, a reindeer, and a snow-inspired ornament for the Christmas tree. Because my voice does sound a bit blocked and funny, I'm going to try to keep talking to a minimum this video, but I will let you know all the key information as it pops up. And just a little disclaimer for those of you who prefer a trigger warning when fake blood is used in videos. There is some fake blood used during my candy cane inspired doll ornament. It's made with gel and food coloring, so it's not real blood, but just for those who like a trigger warning, there will be fake blood imagery in this video. So to begin, I prepped all of the dolls with a full reroot and removed all their factory paint and hair. They are looking so cute, and I'm just sitting their hair before I begin their face-ups. As always, when starting a face-up, I covered up their hair so it would not get damaged by the Mr. Super Clear sealant, and I'm going in and using soft pastels to create some shadows and highlights as I would as if I was doing my own makeup. Now this doll is my candy cane inspired doll, and I wanted it to look a little more gothy and horror-y and Halloween-y, so I'm taking my scissors and I'm beating up the vinyl on her face to make it look as if a hard candy exploded in the factory and lodged itself in her face, which I will later be creating with polymer clay and fake blood, but I wanted to make sure I got those dents in first before shadowing and shading with pastel. Now starting with colored pencil, I'm going to begin drawing in my Nutcracker doll first. Inspired by the classic Christmas Nutcracker, she's going to have the cute little Nutcracker mouth and the traditional colors you'd see in a Nutcracker. Drawing these goofy ass really stiff eyebrows made me think of the Tim Allen Santa Claus 2 movie where they create the fake Santa Claus and he's like got a plastic toy face, so I was laughing so hard as the Santa Claus trilogy is like my favorite Christmas movies, so I was enjoying that a lot. Next is moving on to my snow angel inspired babe, or kind of like Scandi Christmas inspired babe. She's got those wind burned cheeks and face, and she's going to have a chapped lip and just really soft white and frosty inspired makeup. In my mind, Christmas ornaments need to shimmer and shine, so there's going to be a lot of glitter involved in these dolls' face-ups. Next up is the wreath Christmas ornament. I am using a new Gen 3 Monster High head here, and I have to say, I don't know if anyone else found this with these new generation Monster High dolls, but the heads are so hard. I broke so many needles trying to reroot this doll's head that it was a nightmare. I don't think I'll be doing reroots on any of the other Gen 3 dolls I have. And of course, I'm using a Claudine face to create my Reindeer Christmas ornament, sort of inspired by my last year's Christmas doll, which I'll put a card on the screen for, but I really wanted to keep her really subtle and natural, and then a really glitzy, decorated pair of antlers for her. And then finally, my candy cane inspired little more gothic Halloween-y Christmas ornament. She's getting a full red look, and I'll be using polymer clay to create some hard candy shards and candy canes. And I'm also going to be using Sculpey to create the antlers for my reindeer doll. This I wish I had done with 2-part epoxy or milliput, just because it was a real nightmare fixing it to the head post the reroot, but you live and you learn. And now with all of the face-ups complete, I'm going to go ahead and give everyone a haircut so that the doll heads aren't huge and overpowering on the Christmas tree. Most of the doll hair that I am using is from Custom Doll Hair AU over on Etsy, and I am also using some AliExpress hair, which I will also link down in the description below. With everybody's hair styled and ready to set, I'm going to go ahead and start bringing these concepts to life by decorating these dolls. First up is the Christmas wreath, and I'm using this leaf wire to create a wreath around the doll's head. I picked up this leaf wire at Look Sharp here in Auckland, but you can get something similar at Spotlight in New Zealand, and I'm sure Amazon has something similar for those of you who are international. I wanted to go ahead and add extra elements to the wreath though, more decorations, because here in New Zealand we decorate our wreaths, not just have them quite natural. So I'm adding tiny bells and glitzy things that I've taken from earrings. Around the Christmas time there's always so many Christmas earrings that are at the $2 shops, and so I decorated my little wreath with those. And to add some extra dimension to the wreath itself, I'm using some folk art acrylics to add some color and textural dimension to the leaves. With the dry brushing complete, all that is left to do to accessorize this wreath is to add a beautiful red velvet ribbon. Moving right along onto the Nutcracker doll head, I'm going to be creating the classic Nutcracker giant hat that the Nutcrackers wear. Personally, it reminds me of the British Guard that stand outside of Buckingham Palace, but to create my one, I'm going to be using a toilet roll and some scrap velvet fabric. That's right, I quite literally glued on velvet fabric to a toilet roll and created the little giant hat. And I'll be using some gold fabrics to decorate it. This not the silliest and most goofiest thing you've ever seen. To me this is so funny and I was cracking up the entire time when I was putting it together. To finish up this doll's look, I am going to go ahead and create a ribbon kind of ruffle to sit at the base of the doll's head just to add some finishing to the shape of the ornament. And next up is my little Scandi snow angel babe. She's going to be getting a fuzzy hat and scarf because in the northern hemisphere sometimes it snows, and that's kind of what I wanted to be inspired by for this doll ornament. I really wanted to play up the snow aspect, so I am going to add a little snow that is sitting on the tip of her nose. I think that is such a cute idea and image, so I am using this faux snow and white glitter to create that. And to finish up the ornament shape and close off the opening to the doll's head, I am going to create a little fluffy scarf by just sewing some of that trim together and adding it to the base of the doll head. Alright, fake blood warning, there'll be fake blood on the screen now as I begin to add these shards of hard candy and candy cane to this doll's face. The idea for this doll is that she was working in Santa's factory, maybe she's an elf, and the hard candy exploded, the peppermint candy, and there was an incident and it launched into her face. And she had some wounds occur. So using my clear tar gel and just some food coloring to create a really translucent blood, I will be attaching those into the little notches that I formed earlier. And now for my reindeer girl, all I'm going to be doing is taking inspiration from my previous Christmas doll and creating a reindeer that has been running late to a party or running through suburbs during the Christmas time and has got herself all caught up in Christmas lights and ornaments on her way through the snow. First things first, using Mod Podge, I'm going to adhere some fake snow and some glitter to the tips of the doll's antlers. Next up, using these tiny string of ornaments that I found at Spotlight here in New Zealand, I'm going to be decorating her antlers. And I also used any leftover bits of the earrings I used to decorate the wreath to decorate these antlers as well. And then using this gorgeous deep kind of berry red ribbon, I'm going to create a little ruffle neck for the bottom of the ornament. And now the final step is to turn these dolls into ornaments by using some ribbon and a mattress needle that is curved to push that ribbon through their doll head and create a little tie that means the doll head can be hung on your Christmas tree. And of course, as the final step of any doll repaint, the final step is to add some gloss to bring some life and realism to the doll's face up. And with the making of process complete, we can talk about the giveaway part of this video. I really want to say a big thank you and a big happy holidays to everyone who supports me here on YouTube and on Etsy and on Instagram or in person at markets. You guys are my life force. I love you guys so much. I feel so blessed to be part of such an awesome community, so I really wanted to give back to you guys this holiday season. One of you are going to be lucky enough to win your choice of doll head ornament, a candle from my store, my washi tapes, my stickers, and my full collection of zines, which I will now show you on screen. So to enter, all you need to do is like and subscribe to my channel, I'll be checking, and leave a comment down below on which doll ornament you would like to take home and add to your Christmas bunch. If you have Instagram, pop your Instagram handle in the same comment with the doll head ornament of your choice so that I can organize everything through Instagram DMs. But if you don't have Instagram and you win, I'll figure out a way for us to communicate regardless, so don't panic. In 48 hours after this video has launched, I will announce the winner in a community post here on YouTube, and I will also reply to your comment in 48 hours. I know that bots tend to jump on giveaways and contact people in comments and try to scam you guys, so unless you see the community post, ignore any other comments because I don't want you guys to get scammed by the crazy YouTube bots. So yes, if you want to win all of this and your choice of doll head Christmas ornament, leave a comment down below on which doll head ornament and your Instagram handle. Like and subscribe to my channel, open internationally of course, and a winner will be chosen in 48 hours. And once again, thank you all so much for bearing through this video with me and my COVID voice and COVID brain. I hope you guys all have a very happy holiday wherever you are, whatever you're celebrating, and I'll see you guys back here so soon with more crafts and more curios.